He said, I will shoot you with a gun, I have a gun. My board, he put his daughter, little daughter on the board.
He's screaming at a man for the color of his skin, and 40 feet away, his 5-year-old daughter is standing alone in the water. That's the scene that opens this case. A man in his 50s out on his boat, already drinking, already loud. Before anyone at this tiki bar in the Florida Keys knows his name, they know his voice. He's telling a stranger to go back to Iran. He's telling him he's not from the USA.
Okay?
Whatever the
He's not even.
He ain't from the USA. All right? He ain't from the USA. Thank you. All right? You know who I am?
No, I don't know who you are, man.
All right.
The stranger isn't even Iranian. It doesn't matter. Facts were never the point. His name is Louis, 50 years old. A father. He tells everyone within earshot that he owns 3 houses on the water, that his cousin owns the property, that he's untouchable here.
Right. Okay.
I got 3 houses here in Key Largo on the water. My second cousin is the owner of this property, which I want.
He wants people to know who he is before they find out what he's about to become. Because right now, to the people watching him, he's just a regular guy on vacation with his kid. A little sloppy, a little loud, sure. That's what a day of boat drinks looks like. Nobody's called the police on a guy for having one too many. Not yet. What changes that is the girl. 5 years old. Small. Quiet. While her father works his way through another round and picks a fight with a man he's decided doesn't belong in this country, she is left near the water, unsupervised. For stretches, witnesses will later put it close to 20 minutes at a time.
I would look over and she was there maybe about 20 minutes by herself. He was over there at the other bar.
Staff notice first. A waitress watches him disappear toward the bar, then reappear, then vanish again. Each time the girl's alone a little longer. This is when the story stops being about one obnoxious guest and starts being about a child nobody, but the restaurant staff seems to be watching. Deputies arrive to a man who is somehow both instantly cooperative and instantly hostile. Watch how fast his story shifts. Claim 1, I've had a little to drink, but I'm fine.
Okay, man, like, okay, I admit, I've been a little bit drinking. I get it. I'm with my daughter. She's.
He says it almost immediately, like getting ahead of the obvious. Except the manager who called it in describes something different. A man who grabbed staff, who got in a bartender's face, who threatened to bring in immigration on people he decided weren't American enough. A man having a little to drink doesn't do that. The claim doesn't survive contact with the first witness. Claim 2, he never touched anyone. This one collapses fastest. The bartender says otherwise on camera, without hesitation. She says he grabbed her by the shoulder, pulled her into his space, demanded to know if she understood who he was. When she told him he was cut off, he didn't back away, he leaned in.
When I went over there and said that, he grabbed me by the shoulder and pulled me to him and put his face in my face and then tell me, do you know who I am and this and that and whatever. I said, it doesn't matter, you're cut off.
That's not a disagreement about drinks. That's a man who thinks being told no is an insult that requires a response. Claim 3, the threats never happened.
Have a gun or anything?
Yeah.
He was screaming a lot of racial stuff. Did you hear anything of that?
Everything you can think of, he said it. He also said he just won the Powerball.
Would you say that he neglected her?
I would say he kept coming back to check on her, but he also kept disappearing.
For like 20 minutes at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Sammy. This is Deputy Valdez with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. How you doing?
Okay. Is everything okay?
So at this time, your husband was at Gilbert's with your small daughter. He got into an altercation with some staff member here where he battered them. He's going to go to jail. I have your daughter here. So where are you located so I can transfer custody to you? Okay. Is there any way you could possibly...
He insists he never mentioned a weapon, but 2 separate witnesses independently described the same thing, that he said he had guns on his boat, that he'd shoot people if they came near it. One staff member says she was too afraid to walk down the dock to check on the child because of exactly that threat. When 2 strangers who don't know each other tell deputies the same specific detail, unprompted, that's not a story falling apart under pressure. That's a story confirming itself. Claim 4, and this is the one he keeps circling back to, he wasn't neglecting his daughter, she was fine, the water was shallow.
How did she look like when she was swimming?
She was fine. She
was doing good?
She knew how to swim. The water's very, it's shallow there. But still, I was like, you can't keep leaving the baby there.
How long would you say that the baby was left alone?
I would look over and she was there maybe about 20 minutes by herself. He was over there at the other bar.
Did you hear any threats of a gun or anything?
Yeah.
He was screaming a lot of racial stuff. Did you hear anything of that?
Everything you can think of, he said it. He also said he just won the Powerball.
Would you say that he neglected her?
Fine isn't the same as watched. A parent checking on a child every 20 minutes isn't supervision, it's an alibi built after the fact. And here's what should stop you. Research tracking hundreds of child water injuries found that supervision gaps, even short ones, are one of the strongest predictors of serious harm. 20 minutes isn't nothing. 20 minutes...
Racist right here.
Oh, yeah.
You don't I don't want to talk to this racist.
I'm not yelling at you, so don't yell at me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, you racist mother.
I'm not playing with you, dude.
Don't touch me, you racist. Yeah, you KKK mother. You. Yeah, we got the fucking last say. Trump got.
He invokes politics, invokes his citizenship, invokes anyone and everyone except the one person who should have had his attention the entire afternoon, his daughter.
I was talking to you.
Let me talk to you. Okay? I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to this white boy. I don't want to talk to this white boy. This racist right here.
Oh, yeah.
You don't.
I don't want to talk to this racist.
I'm not yelling at you, so don't yell at me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, you racist mother.
At one point cuffed and in the back of a patrol car, he's still talking about who he is and who he knows. He is not, at any point, asking where his daughter is being kept safe. That's the moment this stops being a bar fight and becomes something deputies are legally required to report. Once a child's welfare is in question, officers don't have discretion to look the other way. A call goes out to Child Protective Services. A deputy phones the mother directly, tells her he has her daughter, that her husband is going to jail, and asks how fast she can get there.
Hey, Sammy, this is Deputy Valdez with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. How you doing?
I'm okay. Is everything okay?
So at this time, your husband was at Gilbert's with your small daughter. He got into an altercation with some staff member here where he battered them. He's going to go to jail. I have your daughter here. So where are you located so I can transfer custody to you?
I'm in.
By the time the report is finalized, Luis is facing 5 separate charges: felony child neglect, battery, resisting without violence, disorderly intoxication, and simple assault.
Caused one of the waitresses to be concerned that she stood by the child, so you got neglect of the child. We need to call DCF.
We got the mother coming. I'm gonna have him get her information and the information for the child. That we can contact DCF once I do the whole charge report and everything done.
So what are your charges?
Battery, assault, disorderly intoxication, and child neglect.
Not one incident. A pattern stacked charge by charge, each one representing a different person he escalated with over the course of a single afternoon. He is presumed innocent unless and until a court says otherwise, but the charge sheet alone tells you how far this went.
Allegedly, there was an altercation between him and the manager. There's a slew of charges that he's going to be charged with. The main charge he is going to be charged with is child abuse. Okay, just give the deputy your information and we'll go from there. He'll get a case card.
We always go out as a family. We never separate.
This time he went overboard, okay? He'll take your information, okay, ma'am?
Okay.
All right, ma'am. Good job.
This suspect, 50-year-old Lewis, was charged with felony child neglect, battery, resisting without violence, disorderly intoxication, and simple assault. He is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Now, normally I wouldn't sit here and give you definitions you can Google yourself, but sometimes behavior fits the words so clearly it's worth slowing down for a second. Prejudice is forming an unfair opinion about somebody without the facts. Racism is believing one race is better than another. And when this video opens with Lewis already calling somebody an Arab, I'm not throwing those words around lightly. But what bothers me even more is his daughter. Now, witnesses said this little girl was left unsupervised around the beach and water for up to 20 minutes at a time while her father was drinking. Now, research involving 222 injured young children found that the less supervision that they had, the greater the odds of serious injury. So thankfully she wasn't hurt. Now keep thinking about this. We're seeing more encounters where people seem to open with anger, aggression, and sometimes this racial garbage before anyone's even done anything to them. And I don't know what's driving all of it, but we need to start asking why. Because if something doesn't change pretty fast in Lewis's life, his daughter may eventually be the one paying for decisions she had absolutely nothing to do with.